Good evening, everybody. This is Mike Hurckes, IHSA clinician and rules interpreter. I'm going to try to break down a video here for you. Seems like we're all in a very peculiar time with this pandemic, shelter in place. So we're just trying to throw out some things that might be useful or some people might be able to utilize and pick up a few tips. This match is from the dual team state in the quarterfinals, Sandburg versus DeKalb. Very close duel. Many of the matches were very close. This one that we're going to break down is not overly close, but there's some good stuff in here that we do well, and we do that we maybe make some changes here. So lead official is Ted Timbrook. I'm assisting, and we'll get started. So we got DeKalb in the black singlet with the red anklets, Sandburg in the blue with the green anklets. So we get off to a pretty decent start. Both wrestlers are doing a pretty good job staying in the middle, just trying to get a feel for their opponent. Again, just circling back in, staying there. Gonna get a little bit of a shot here by red in just a second. Here we go. Okay, good shot. Defended well by green. Official showing no control. There's a counter. Okay. Like I said earlier, both guys are doing a pretty good job. They're both pretty active. And here comes our first takedown. And immediately going to a reversal and to near fall. Let's take a look at that again, though. Here it comes. Yeah, I don't think we quite have two there. As a matter of fact, I know we don't have two. We're going to play it one more time. I wish I had the capability of showing it to you in slow motion, but the shot comes. I just don't think there's restraining power there. Certainly not beyond reaction time. But as the action happened, I didn't have a good enough of a thought process to think, well, that wasn't a takedown. Lead official scored it. Wasn't in my thought process to, talk to him like, hey, that's not there. And then the action continued into an immediate reversal near fall. And now as this action has occurred, it'd be kind of difficult to go backwards and say, oh yeah, a long time ago, I didn't have that as a takedown. So, and at the time I didn't think it was warranted to be waved off. Now that we're watching on film, like, yeah, it wasn't there. Okay. So he scored the reversal. He's got a 2 count here. He's doing a good job showing everybody he's got a 2 count. He's got the green has earned a 2-point near fall. And then he lets it go, and Fisher comes up and scores it. So good mechanics. Again, first takedown, not there. Okay. Now we got some kind of riding there a little bit. Baumgart wasn't doing much, but now he's got his far arm collapsed. Okay. Kind of working a cross arm cradle here. Now we're jumping off. So we got action on the top. Bottom guy's kind of hard to build up when you have your arm collapsed, but he's not basing out right now. Giving a countdown to the end of the period. There we go. Okay. It's green's choice. Lead officials asking for the choice. Okay, no problem. Okay. Just want to real quickly, he just did his up chop and got him going. Lead officials out in front of him, assistant official, always try to stay 90 degrees and has a view of the clock. Our clock, which you cannot see in your screen, is in the bottom left-hand corner by the table. So I'm in a position where, as the assistant, I can see the referee's position and the clock. And he's just started them. Okay. Bottom man has stood. Top man's making a decent attempt to return. He's lifting. Again, his goal is to make the attempt. Oh, we have action out of bounds. Okay. Lead official came my way. Gonna play it to you one more time. Okay, kind of lose control. We go out of bounds, and green is definitely behind red. That's what I explained that I saw. Thought red had lost control, and he agreed. So we had him as neutral. And we're restarting him. Right now, our score is 5-2 in favor of green. We're in the second period. Again, we're doing a good job of staying 180, bracketing the two wrestlers. Another attempt by red. Down on the single. Lead official showing no control. Telling him good hold. Okay. Green comes through with control. Got the leg turked. 7-2. Okay, he's got a two count there. And he switches hands. He does a nice job with his mechanics. Let's look at that one more time. Okay. He's got a holding two with his right. Now he's switched hands, showing that he's throwing a different count. Okay. At this point, he's holding the three. We're straddling. When in this position, when working with an assistant, it's always good for the lead official to be looking at the near fall or fall situations, or anything else that might be happening towards the front. Let your assistant, where I'm positioned, I'm looking for boundaries, making sure that the offensive guy has two supporting points in and that wrestling can continue. Okay. He's got him out of bounds, signals. We're going to get back into a restart. All right, it's got him set in the cover. Okay. Again, right now, bottom's basing out a little bit. His left arm is trapped. He's got it up. But he does come up. So, again, lead official's watching it, looking at it. Top man's coming off the hips, trying to pry that arm out. Making sure that arm stays in good position. I'm giving him a count, letting him know how much time's left in the period. Okay, we got a little cross arm tilt. And I'm coming in and I give him a loud three count. I'll show it to you one more time. I give him a real loud three count, knowing that he can get to a 2-point near fall, but not a 3-point near fall. So I know it's getting close. There it is right there. Excuse me, I said a three count. I was young, that we had 5 on the clock, so he knew he could start a count, and we couldn't get to a 5 count, so the most he could get was a 2-point near fall. All right, we're in the third period now. Okay, red has chosen neutral. He's down. I want to say the score is 8-2. I've lost track of that. Okay. All right, we got a stall call. But as you can see, the coaches on the other side, quite upset about that. I'm going to show it to you again. Okay. Neutral. And he backed straight up. It was an easy call. And lead official put up his right hand green and called the guy that was going forward, Sandberg, for stalling. And red, who was backing, he did not get called. I missed that. And the ref unintentionally put up the wrong hand. I thought he put up the right hand. I wasn't paying attention to that. That's what these coaches are saying. Why did our guy get hit for stalling? And then I realized what had happened. So he restarts them. Now they're talking and like, why are we getting hit for stalling? And then I realized, oh, okay, wrong hand probably went up. But I wasn't 1,000% sure, but I just wanted to go double check. So when action stops here, and go out of bounds here. That's when I went to the lead official. I said, was explaining the previous situation. And he agreed. He had a brain cramp, put up the wrong hand, and he goes and he fixes it at the table. Okay. Okay. And clock's got it fixed. And we're off and wrestling again. Okay. Sometimes that happens. And sometimes it is a pushing out that a guy will get called, but that was not the case there. It was just an accident, but we got it fixed. Okay, we got wrestling on the edge. Okay, again, red is aggressive and he's shooting. Has not been overly successful with his shots. Trying to finish his takedown. Still has no control. He signaled it a couple times. Inside leg is hooked. He's got inside both shoulders now, and he's got the 2-point near fall. 2-point takedown, excuse me. All right. Again, we've got some action here. Green's gotten out of position. Red's trying to come out. Lead official still showing that green is in control, and they go out of bounds. I noticed the clock is not appropriate, so I'm walking right there. Okay. Situations like this, when you're working with an assistant, if it's a clock problem, or maybe it didn't stop or maybe it didn't start, as the assistant, you can take care of it because you saw that. If it is a situation where, like previously with the stalling, when you got to make a penalty call or a warning call or a point, adding or subtracting, that's when the lead official should be doing that at the table. But right now I'm talking to the table, getting it fixed. Coaches didn't agree. I'm double checking with the clock person, telling him what I saw, and he's telling me what happened. And we've come to an agreement, and then I run back and I tell the coaches, and we're all on the same page. Okay, got to restart. Okay. We got a reversal, good mechanics. Okay, a little bit of a physical crossface, and then I got a countdown and end of the match. So I hope this is helpful, useful. It wasn't a perfect match. Couple things that we would like to do differently. But I think you can learn from this. I hope everybody stays safe with this pandemic. Take care of your families, and hope to see you down the road.